Yeah, look at the balls on this thing. Isn't it a tough rig? HJ47, 7th month 81. Well, it was. I say that a lot. It was. It had the 2H in it, the 4-speed in it. When Courtney, the gentleman that owns this one, when he bought it 4 years ago, and since then a hell of a lot has happened. It did not look like this. He found himself a 12HT and he popped that in there. He also bought a donor 60 series with the early 5-speed, so he's plonked that in there. He rebuilt the 5-speed and the transfer case himself, put the train tamer kit through it, and installed the engine himself. It's come up beautiful. There was already power steer in this one, the 60 series power steer, but it wasn't up to scratch, so he's tidied that up. It's got the air compressor there. She's got aircon in there. This guy lives up far north Queensland. He works on stations. He doesn't really use the aircon, but it's all plumbed up and it's working. He said it's pretty good at night time, but during the heat of the day, she's just a work vessel. And right up the front, I've got to talk about this bull bar. It is it was a ARB bar, and a company called 5 Post Fab have chopped the top off the old ARB. It's the more modern ARB bar. You can sort of tell if you know your ARB bars for the 40, and they've decked it out with this huge ass 4-poster, the side rails. They've done a great job, and that is a hell of a tough bar. And poor old Skippy, you can see a few dents here. Skippy still found the side of the vehicle, but there's going to be no damage up the front. While we're up the front, it's got a high mount worn winch, very cool, and you've got the GME aerial and some light force up there as well. So this one's an Outback. This guy's done Kimberley, he's done the Cape, he's done a lot of territory, and again, it's a station rig. So she is a pretty solid. You don't expect this from alloy to be so solid. It's a couple mil thick at least. You don't usually see them this solid. This one again was custom made for this car. It's that's all storage on the side. On both sides it's got the same storage. The rear drawer, all these tools. Now this only comes halfway out because up the front we've got a 100-litre water tank. Keeps his water. He's travelling pretty light. He's normally got a spare wheel up the front, but he's keeping one underneath at the moment. I also see he's running some Anderson plugs to power, no doubt, when he's got his fridge and stuff up there. He was worried about having an alloy tray built, and this one's done the last 4 years. The first mod he's done. Spent the last 4 years on the station, and it's held up really, really well. So let's go and also have a look inside and see what custom work's going on. So the first thing I've got to talk about is a very cool item. We get asked all the time, you read it in forums, why is the throttle in my 12HT so sticky? What can I do about it? But you've got to check this out. This one's got a hand throttle that's been put on the 5-speed stick, and listen to that. You can just set your revs. So when he's out in the bush, there's no more touching it with his foot. Very, very cool. It's the first time I've seen that. I've seen one, if you know some of Ruthie's vehicles, he's got them on the door. First time I've seen one on the stick. Very cool. Something else I've never seen at all is a replacement dash pad, and this one's fiberglass. I don't know who supplies them. If you know, leave a comment, because these are very cool, and it's great to know someone's out there producing stuff for the 40s, because you can still get the genuine one. We can still get them, but they're a lot of money coming in from Japan, so that's a fantastic answer. As I said, outside it's got the aircon. This is the old aircon from the dealer fitted. The roof console, very basic setup. It's all marine carpeted to go in with the roof. He's got a few extra gauges, hasn't touched the dash too much. It's got he's added some temp control, so he's got temp up on the thermostat, and he's also got temp on his box as well. On the floor, I've noticed straight away the True Fit, and on the seats the Black Duck. Just things to keep it tidy and clean here. Little tiny things. There's custom drink holders, coffee, stubby, whatever. There's little custom holders there, and that's about pretty all in here. It's still got the whole HJ47 look about it. And oh, I'm just looking now, it's got a J01. Again, the J07's pretty damn hard to get hold of a new one, so it's a great replacement to throw a brand new J01 cluster in this one of the older clusters, still kilometres per hour, and virtually plug and play, works a treat. So another thing, check out the height of this thing. So I'm 6 foot tall, bang on, and this thing towers over me. So the current owner is the one that's put the Superior Engineering suspension kit through there, extended shackles, EFS. He's also put a body lift in it, so that gives it a lot of height as well. And we got the Superior steering arms on the front for extra strength. 285s, 33s, so there's another 50 mil there. Gives her a bit of a height, and that's this rig. Now we've met this gentleman today. He's on his way back up north, heading all the way back up to the top. But he's in here, being the 12 HT, we're looking at a more simpler system to utilise space in there with whistle and soot air boxes and crossovers and inductions. So we're just running through a few of that today. So this could be one of them ones where you just go watch this space.